all the titles and the fucking description and all that on but as promised, my timing was a little bit off. Time zones and shit. I was checking out the Pacific time zone. I forgot that was. I'll just show you how I fucked up on what this shit was about. And this is what we're gonna be checking out. It's be happening really soon. But well, it's right here actually. So this at 1 o'clock. Wait, this ain't it. This is something special. I'm gonna show y'all this. But what I want y'all to see, which is happening at 3 and 12 o'clock Pacific time, not my time, but uh, I just seen 12 p.m. Where's this at? Nah, this something else. It's right here though. So today at 3, I noticed this right, but they sent me 2 messages, and then it was like, they say 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have no issues with that. It's no miscommunication or nothing like that. But where the confusion came in was right here. The one that they sent me at first. Wait, this ain't it. So I got 2 different entities that I'm dealing with today. This one, which y'all finna see what's going on with that in just a bit. And this is the other one you won't see momentarily. So this is what fucked me up, right? Big ass letters, whatever. This ain't even the one either. But it just said 12, and then I had to look again. It was like Pacific. So I was like, damn, I ain't see that at first. I think I deleted it because the shit kind of threw me off.
I had a missed call from this number.
So I think this shit right here. Nah, these ain't it. I don't know. This ain't Skip. Oh yeah, we way down here. That's why. All right, here it is.
Hello.
Let me see.
Who is this?
So this had 1.
Okay, how can I help you?
Entrepreneur zone.
Yes, how can I help you?
Skip. I'm trying to see where it's at. Is this it?
No.
Yeah, this it right here. It say 12 p.m., but I ain't see the PST right there. And I was just like 60 minutes, okay, whatever. But this is important for the time zone. I'm on Eastern time zone, so that's what kind of had me a little bit too early. But this is about wait, hold on, let me go back. This the Zoom call. These the businesses right here. Joint editor and chief entrepreneur Jason Felter, and then Kim Pearl. And we finna have a little brief discussion. You guys are invited to check it out. And then it's the other one, which is be happening momentarily, the System Awards nominations. And what they're gonna be doing is just calling out names for money. Another one gonna be happening on Friday, which y'all could sign up for, and that's this Skip. They giving out thousands, 1,000 at a time, and another 10K for the summer. It's doing 2 days, so they having 2 on Friday, a 10K giveaway and a 1K giveaway. Let me put the link in my bio so y'all can go ahead and sign up. They do this like every weekend and like twice a month as far as the big giveaways. And then it's quick to sign up. You know, it's a money making activity. Like you only get the shit if you sign up for it. Ain't no random motherfuckers just getting it. But all right, I'm about to sign in and send y'all the links. And then we're gonna check out this webinar with these other business owners and see what's what, how to upscale or whatever. All right, so I'm about to share the link with y'all. Especially this one right here, because you got to the end of the day to finish this one. I'm trying to see what the thing got. Make sure you subscribe too if you're new to my channel. I do this type of shit daily. Instagrants. They got the Instagrants, financing. It's a lot of different situations on here. Got different options as far as growth. Here go my stuff. I've been on since 2022. I think I started this right before I started my company. Actually, let me see. January 2022. So yeah, this was like 7 months before, as I was established in September 22, the same year, just 7 months later, on the 22nd, and it'll be my 3rd year anniversary. But here go the share link right here. I didn't see it at first, and I'm gonna put it right on my I'm finna make a post actually right now. And then this is one of my shout out to Shuddy right here. Just subscribe. I always come show love. See, this is what I was just watching in the background, giving you them views. So like, yeah, it ain't no come do for me, I don't do for you. You see, you was just on my shit yesterday. I'm showing love today. I ain't mean to put you on blast like that, but you was in the background while I'm doing these other things. So yeah, just to show you I show love. Like, you know, it ain't no motherfucking one-way street. And here go the link on my page. I'm posting it now so y'all could get time to sign up. Wait, hold on. And this for the 10K grant. You gotta fill this shit out yourself though, you know. But it don't take long. And you don't even need no business as long as you got something going on where this applies to, you know. I done got grants without having a business before, 10K. So shit, it's possible, you know. You don't have to be like, you don't qualify. You only qualify if you fill it out. You don't qualify if you don't fill it out, you know. And they'll be doing this in like 40 minutes. This is another little money giveaway. I'm gonna show y'all what this is about. Oh yeah, this is another little thing I use too. I will share these with people on here too really quick. But let me show you what's a powerful app you can fuck with. How you start being around these type of people and how they found me. It's oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this too. You can sign up like right now on my page. You don't want to miss this jet. You see how the shit taking off. You finna see. It's just to show you I know what I'm doing. They say I could. They just gave me some earn a boost, double it. It's crypto season, newest offer earn. I already got this. And I'm gonna show you what this is in a minute. Damn. Oh, okay, that's cool. So yeah, they sending some money out too. I'm gonna show y'all what this is about in a minute. But yeah. So we on a rocky little road with this. Let me see what's going on. I think it's the Dodge coins. It's constant growth though, you know. I'm in profits. And it's just a little bit for the day. Every day has been profiting. Now I'll show you. Damn, hold on. I don't got no Bitcoins. This is what I got. I got 4 different coins, but none Bitcoin. Well, I got 3 now, and like I said, Dodge. It probably was Dodge, but I got XRP, Dodge, and Litecoin. Which I'm finna get rid of these Dodges. We already made some profit, and it's starting to be a little unpredictable. And I don't like that shit, so it's gotta go. See, look, it's trying to eat at my profits. Like, I'm already in profit still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell this and just let that money sit until I figure out a good situation for it. But we'll get back to this in a bit. I just gotta sell this real quick because I don't want this eating up my profits. Like, it won't make sense, you know? So I'm gonna get this shit up out the way before it start fucking up everything else. I'm gonna do this on my phone. Let me see. I'm gonna just put down 16. I don't even know how much money I got in here, but I'm finna take it all off. I'm gonna just sell in coins then. See, this shit's starting to do too much. It's fucking, All right, I'll check on this shit later. It ain't no major loss. I don't really care about that shit. As long as y'all getting this information to come up and you see that information to come up, that's all that matters to me. The other shit ain't finna be wasting my time distracting. I don't care about that shit. And then let me share this with my peoples real quick so they have a chance. I mean, I put the information out. I ain't finna sweat a motherfucker to check it out. You know, my work is done. Just like if Jesus go preaching to motherfuckers, he ain't gonna keep on following their ass and make sure they do as they should. That's that. You feel me? Like shit. I dropped y'all, my bad. But usually what I do on days like this is like we usually have Zooms and webinars. I ain't been promoting for that shit though, cause I got other shit to focus on. But my mentor, they always shit. Hold on. Let me just show you my mentor too and what they got going on today. And then it's about tapping in. Like I don't have to be present with everything they got going on. We all business owners. Like everybody working on their shit. Whatever you need to be doing to work on your shit, that's what it is, you know. That's what I need to be doing as far as with me and mine. So these are my products. I got 4 of them. This is the main. Well, you can't see that. These are my digital products, master resale rights. If y'all ever want to have digital products, this is one of many. This is the one that's my high ticket. So I promote this out amongst the other ones because this the one costs. This one bring in the most. So, you know, make most sense. But anyway, this the community right here. And they got a workshop going on right now. But this should be kind of crossing over, like, you know. I'll show y'all a little bit of this and then we can fuck around and get into this other webinar. And this the mentor right here. She at her crib. I done seen her there a few times. But I don't got time to be signing up for this shit because I got some stuff going on. But this what y'all could be a part of and see these other members. They ask be on the live. But yeah, this going on right now. Like if you want to be a part of this, you know, you could just sign up. But it's for 3 days and that shit gonna interfere with what this call coming up in a few minutes. So I'm not gonna participate. But this the monthly schedule. So like, you know, if that shit fit my schedule, then I participate. If not, then you know I had to catch something else. Which is the end of the month. Everybody been pumping different stuff. Like I got a new website. I'm partnering up with different digital marketers and they dropping. They invited me to be a part of their new launch, which will be the first of the month. Simultaneously, I also had new products, which is AI Twin Machine, and then I just dropped a new website myself. Uh, Wi-Fi Wealth with Angie. You could go check that website out. And then my main website, teamangielc.com, is where you want to be a part of this. But my other website, like it's on my Instagram. You could catch me on any social media, Team Angie LC, Wi-Fi Wealth with Angie. Both of them my names, both of them my handlers. But you'll start seeing how it makes more sense on the different opportunities that sits with those different names. And I'll just show y'all a quick visual of what Wi-Fi Wealth, what Angie looks like. And I got this from another affiliate of mine who's dropping this new website, Talk Fusion. This is my other website right here. As you can see, this is my same little logo on this app that we on right now. Wi-Fi Wealth for Angie AI Cash Machines. And then I have products on here, which link you back to my, these are like digital marketing, affiliate marketing. You can join my community for free. Stay in touch in what I got going on. And then my videos, well, the informational videos. Like you see, it ain't a whole bunch of shit on here, but it's informative and you just check it out. And then this is what else I got. The same as on my YouTube. Different ways to make pay. You got this one for $20 credit. If you want to use this situation, you get $20 and then another $5 for using that. This one costs This ain't no free value. You pay for this value. It's good game. It's only $1 anyway though. But and then this one, you get $5 as well. So this $30 situation you get for just participating and start making money online. I teach you how to flip that into getting these other situations. You can use that $30 and buy this right here, which is 27, and damn, there you go. You know, you in the club. And then once you use this, you could flip this, make 500, which off your affiliate link, and then you can start to afford this. And see, all my shit is stepping stones. So you don't have to worry about not being able to afford it. And then check this out, all my shit is payment plans. If you can't afford $27, don't even feel bad. It is what it is. But you could do the payment plan and get it still, and that's what all my shit. I make it affordable because people's situations, they go up and down as far as making money and having money. Like, life is life. Shit. You try to do the best you can if you're doing the best you can. That's that shit. But nevertheless, you just want to be able to learn from people. Like, here go, see, they having this for 2 days, and tomorrow I got my Thursday thing, my blogs, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this shit interfering with what I personally got going on, but I could fuck with them and um, be a part of the community, which is always nice. But you don't want to get lost in following behind motherfuckers and not following your dream. If you align with my dreams and goals, then yes, we're gonna be leading and going the same direction. But nevertheless, if not, then I'm wasting my time. I got goals to achieve before this year is over with, and I'm almost there. And like I said, it's about having vision, whether it be for long term or short term, having these goals that help you stay consistent on what you need to do. And as you continuously pursue your dreams and goals, taking action, daily steps, you will see progress. It says like days change, and it seems like nothing's changing. But when you look back, everything has changed. So don't get caught up in instantaneous results because you'll fuck around and miss out on what's important in those moments. Just dropped a short telling you exactly about what I'm talking about. You might want to go check that out. And it's titled, let me see what it's titled. And yeah, don't be patient with me because I drop a lot of shit. I don't even be remembering a lot. Like I was just trying to figure out what video I just think they were showing on YouTube right now. And plus, I be having multiple things going on at once. So I'm like multitasking. I'm trying to learn how to do that. Just because certain shit got certain deadlines and certain shit I wanted to be started and in motion so that they could bring life to newer situations. All right, I'm finna play the video. Excuse me. Um, man, it's about being present in the present. And then also I'm getting a lot of ideas too. Like I have two inspirational videos that I'm gonna put together, but the reason I haven't done it yet is because I need to record just a little short to it, not add a little bit more to it. And also I was on Instagram, which I really love Instagram. If you want to know, that's my favorite platform. I ain't on it as much as I used to be. And shit changed. When the situation comes around where I could be back on there how I used to, I will be. Just like with TikTok. Like I like TikTok. It ain't my number one go to, but it is what it is. So Instagram number one, YouTube as far as like posting shit and being on there engaging and shit like that. YouTube now on YouTube. But it ain't no number one. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no chronological order. It's just the shits that I use and that I like to use that you'll find me on the most. I post on everything, but as far as being consistent and updated with the latest, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook really. got on some old inserting themselves in my business on Instagram. Cause I don't really fucking with Facebook like that. Like, it is what it is. I like it, I use it, but it ain't shit that I really be having fun on as far as capitalizing and doing my shit. That was on Instagram. They see my they seen my posts. Like I be getting thousands of views on my shit. They see it or whatever, and I was just doing it for fun, like day in the life with me, type shit. And of course, I've changed as an individual as well. So the same shit that I used to post, it ain't being posted no more. I had to evolve and elevate to what I am today and what I do now. And that's the thing too, you gotta let go of some shit sometimes. No matter how comfortable it is, no matter how fun it is, like shit, if it ain't gonna help you keep growing, then hey, you just gonna be stuck being comfortable. And that could have been a situation. And even now, as I'm steadily evolving and growing, I'm seeing a lot of shit that I could let go, and a lot of people like I appreciate inputs and opinions, but not everything that I really take to heart. Like I don't give a fuck about what somebody trying to dictate or what my shit. You feel me? As far as me being me and expressing myself creatively. But certain things, certain people say, like it helps me grow and it helps me with the PR. Like I don't have no personal public relations. Uh, anybody like that. So I'm kind of going and growing as I go. And there's nothing wrong with that having a public relations affiliate or like somebody to help clean up your image, basically with the public, the media, or whatever situations you may find yourself in. Stylist, whatever, that's what these people do, and that's why they're here and available. Some people have styles that boost your style and fuck around how you being seen more. Or some people know how to put you in certain places and positions with certain people, and it'll help you grow. Just like these certain people with these certain situations. Like this shit didn't find me. I mean, I didn't find it. This shit found me by putting myself around these. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Like, cause I smoke. And that's one thing. Today was like, man, you be smoking on your videos or whatever. Basically, they had a problem with it. So I heard this shit 2 times, and I was like, all right, okay, whatever, right? But I respect it. And at first it was like whatever, right? But then it was like if I'm gonna keep hearing this, is something I need to pay attention to. And what I just heard last night was like the universe ain't gonna reward you for how you feel because you emotionally desperate or you beg in the universe. It aligns you when the time is right. And three things must be in a line, and that's why I was talking about numbers last night and the power of numbers because they all coincide with everyday life and the way that you manifest. These play a big role in reality. Nikola Tesla, different people, different individuals, they know the power of numbers and how to use these numbers to manifest certain situations and experiences. And why I brought this up and got to that because it's about being conscious on what you're doing and how you're doing it. To achieve your goals and dreams, of course, you have to be present. You go out of your mind for a bit looking at the future for something that you desire, but being present, you might have certain challenges that keep on popping up. So this is the universe. Now okay, presently right now, are you going to deal with this situation and grow from it? Because that's where the opportunity lies in those reoccurring situations, whether they be struggles or whatever. And I can't really explain it the way I heard it, but I'm trying my best. I could play the video all day long, and that's what I will do. But after these 14 minutes is over with because we finna get into this live situation. I'm trying to check the money. So this is what this is about. I'm working on, my money situation. And also I'm paying attention to situations I put myself in involving money. You gotta show up to this shit, dog. You could fill out an application all day, but you might not get the job if you never call them back and the follow ups. It's just like that. Like I put this shit out now, I'm following up on it. I'm trying to see what's good. What up? What they say, bitch? What up? Trying to fuck a nigga up. No, I don't know what I just did with this. Uh, I'm trying to exit this shit, dog. They trying to get me to play these games. All right, but yeah, like, so my situation is like I'm really just trying to let the universe talk to me and figure it out. Especially in this Cancer season where everything dark comes to the light and helps you really examine what's what and what needs to be prioritized and concerned about, you know. Damn. It's two messages. All right, let's go over this real quick. And then I'll show y'all this other stuff. Because I really want to get back to getting rid of these Dodge clones. So I just follow on three things when I get up, right? These are the three things that gets my day going. First and foremost, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I made it out of the dream state. I made it out of whatever was going on. God blessed me to be present in this day. So this is my daily gift, and I'm just here, and I'm grateful, and I'm just trying to stay in that vibe in that moment for as long as I can and keep it going. So once I realized that God allowed me to experience this day, I'm conscious. I know I'm in my right mind. I'll be thankful, and then I'll be like, okay, so I'm in my right mind. Let me add to my mind. Let me put some more knowledge in. I go check on my emails, and let me tell you why I do this. First, I'm looking for articles to read, which every day I get something really, really good, and I send it to myself so I can share it with y'all from time to time. Like USC, I'll share one article I read maybe yesterday. I read a lot. I read a lot every day, but I don't always do this. You know, I don't always. This was actually this was yesterday, the 24th. I'm thinking about the 26th. I'm kind of ahead. I'm really waiting on some shit to pop off, but I'm not trying to move too far in the future and not be present for the day and miss my opportunities for the day. Oh, this that meeting that's gonna happen soon. This the webinar. I had to make sure I keep up with that. They usually say me on here though. I'll be sending these to myself. Let me go in here and look. Let me just go back to all because this shit be man, dog. All right, and I get you see all these plethora of emails about all different type of shit. This what I could pay somebody to do, clean my shit up for me, you know, as my assistant. You just go through all this shit and unsubscribe, delete. But I'll let you know what is important to me. Like these are the grants, and they come telling you what to sign up for. Like you be alerted about the opportunities. You don't have to go looking for them. Once you sign up for what I just showed y'all, they gonna start hitting you up and let you know what they trying to give out. That's what they do. They give out money. They do grants. They do different shit. You can build a website off them. They was just saying that yesterday. But it ain't like, you know, like they making money too. And that's how I go. Like you give and get. They've been doing this for years. The owner on there. One of the owners, he the one be giving out the shit. Man, these so many emails come a day, dog. Like by the thousands. Some of them over here, some of them over there. 101,000 right there. 23,000 right there. So they do get lost in the sauce. I try to star the ones that I can, you know. So I don't have to do shit like this all the time. Keep running through these emails. And then another thing, before I get to that, well, since it's almost time, I want to be here early to this webinar. Time is important. You know, you could be doing a lot of shit, but it won't be adding up to a lot. So what I try to do with my time is make sure that it's adding up to something that's gonna be beneficial to my future self. You know, I don't want to look back like, damn, I wasted a lot of time not putting myself in position. And I only got myself to blame. I don't look for external excuses. I don't like to create excuses. I like to create solutions. So complaining ain't really helpful to me or to you or to anybody, you know. Fuck is I'm gonna do about it. Like I heard Fat Joe and Jadakiss talking about the streamers, how they making money off streamers. Okay, what are you gonna do to start getting the money? You see situations change. You can't keep doing it the same way. And that's the thing about having a certain type of mindset to grow. You know, when you're stuck in old ways, those old ways won't compete and compare to the new ways of living, the new way of life, you know. And that's cool, you know, to each his own. Just like the Amish, they still riding around in horse carriages and buggies. And we got cars nowadays, Ferrari shit to go way faster than a horse. But, you know, it's all about choice. You get to choose what you want to do. That's why they got a station wagon and they got the Bentley. Whatever you like, you know. And whatever you like is cool. But if you want to be with the times, you want to know what's going on. Especially if you want to make money in these times, the way that the money is being made, people making money off the internet. It is what it is, right? You either learn how to use this shit or you miss out on it. Just like with cell phones. Back in the day, we didn't really have cell phones like that. We had pagers, beepers, and then it's steady evolving. Nowadays, everybody damn near got a cell phone. Even little kids now that work a cell phone. Same as with computers. You know, we had to learn how to type. We went to computer classes in school. I'm not sure if they still do it now or what. I don't know what they teaching. But what I do know, like, education is constant, it's ongoing. And that's what I did read today. I get different articles on my phone than I do on my PC because I got two different situations going. But on my PC, I get the same type of information, just a little slightly different. It's all about finances and global. Let me just show you real quick. It's easier seen than said. You see at the bottom down here, what I'm following down here. Let me just show you. I'll pull this shit up. And these just the topics, what they pull up. But you see what pop up first, Business Insider. This about some other bullshit. I don't know. They do throw the news in here too. But these are mainly majority about finances and money. Like, you know, you see the rest all about money. This about some shit I don't care about, whatever. But it might be something that affects the money. Just like what they showing right here. This affecting their money. Well, I don't care about this because I don't have the insurance. But it's something to look into. Um So these different type of articles on here, like I don't really too much check into this because I ain't customized it as much. But it's just a lot of little whatever. And then I definitely be keeping up with these, the markets and this and this. But yeah, I don't go here for my insights because I get the shit on my phone. My phone usually always buy me what I'm they give me insights. This is my other thing too, if y'all want to learn how to sell on Amazon. These some of my courses. This one, and then these are two I work off of. Of course, this is my emails, and this is what you sell actually off of the Amazon account. And I'll show you this my business account is set up and everything. I just haven't bought anything on here because I'm focused on something else right now. But it's in my back pocket whenever I want to use it. And the way I want to capitalize off of it is have it set up to where when when I start doing my shit, it'll be doing what it needs to do. But that's like with anything. Like you start some shit, you're gonna have to maintain that shit, you know? You can't just be starting a whole bunch of shit and expect that shit to work out for you. You gotta maintain that shit. You gotta nurture it to grow, you know? Some of this shit, it takes dedication, it takes time, it takes focus. Like the African gorilla. And then you probably wonder like, who is the African gorilla? I'm gonna show you him right now. It's Burna Boy, in case you ain't know. And it's just about like, you take what you can while you can from whatever sources you can. You put them all together and you make it you. It ain't about competing or comparing or nothing like that, because then you in the wrong reasons for what you're doing. And then you end up with imposter syndrome, which means you having success trying to copy somebody and compete with somebody, but that success doesn't last long because of the intentions and reasons why you did it. It doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be successful. It's just because your intentions wasn't pure. And now you're doubting the success that you're having. If that makes any sense, go look up imposter syndrome. It ain't what you think it is. It basically is this: having success or doing something from your own skill set and not being worthy of that success that you gained or have accomplished. That's imposter syndrome. Like, oh, how did I do this? You're not aware, you're not alert, you're not confident. You just, you know, you're shocked by your results because, damn, hold on, I got something in my eye. I'm finna play the definition for y'all too. But Burna Boy was like, it take time to make money. That's why I brought him up. And it does. Especially for a motherfucker who got way more money than me. That's a tip that I would like to learn and use. Um, what's imposter syndrome? So let's get to it.
So a normal person works really, really, really hard, and then they accomplish something. They succeed in some way. And when they succeed in something, they feel good about themselves. And what do? They go out and they celebrate. On the flip side, someone with imposter syndrome, when they work really, really, really hard and they achieve something, how do they feel about themselves? They feel terrified. They feel like, oh my God, I got so lucky. I barely scraped by. I got so lucky that the professor likes me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten an A. And so what do they do after they get an A? They actually double their efforts. They actually work twice as hard. They don't relax at all. They actually work harder. Because remember, if in your mind you are maintaining this elaborate facade that could come crumbling down around you at any moment, you can't relax at all. If you make a single mistake, everything's going to come tumbling down. You have no sense of reserve. You have no sense of resilience. You can't rely on things to work for you. And it's because you're kind of like screwing up, right? Like you're on the verge of everything coming crashing down. There's no...
But yeah, you get the drift, right? And it's time for me to tune in. But yeah, that's what that's about. And it's gonna be like in 30 minutes, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, well yeah. So yeah, you finna get a little sneak peek. I ain't gonna go through it all because I'm finna be learning and studying and what it is, right?
Recording in progress from that page. But if you would like it to be emailed via email, and we'll be able to get that to you. The email will be posted at the end of the presentation, so you'll have that available to you all. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we have a multi-part agenda covering some of these pieces here. Let me move this down. Starting with why nominate, what are the categories, the completion guidelines for a package, how do I submit the nomination, when are nominations due, how will the awardee be recognized, and then there will be a period at the end for any questions that you may have. So, to begin, of BEA. So, what is BEA? 26, so this will be the 40th anniversary of the BEA STEM Conference and the awards. My apologies. And the awards. So it's a pretty momentous occasion for us. Black Engineer of the Year is the acronym for BEA, everything you are. This tagline reflects
the power of transformation, especially in today's fast-moving age, AI, and technological change. With nominations, we receive this question quite often regarding who can be nominated, what type of nominee. This piece here is also posted on our award, posted within the nomination packet. So nominations are open to all without regard to race, sex, national origin, disability status, genetics, protected veteran status, sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression, or any other characteristics. So anyone is open to be nominated for a BEA STEM award. Let's move on to why nominate. Why nominate? To begin is recognition. Internal and external recognition of your top recognition of the work your organization does, as well as it raises the profile of your organization as an employer of choice. Continuing on, retention. It also is a morale boost. Employees will feel that when external recognition opportunities exist.
And my connection is weak as fuck. You see what's going on, what I
Finally,
deal with. I'm trying to do what I gotta do. It's just the
promoting
resistance.
better access to STEM careers by showing individuals with
Thank God I know how to read,
to
right?
keep moving upward within there. We also find that nominees are often inspired to mentor other people once they are selected as an award. Moving on to the categories for the BEA STEM conference. We have two main categories, which are the peer-reviewed awards and the outstanding achievement awards. Within the peer-reviewed awards, the nominated externally and recognized externally. While for the outstanding achievement awards, the nominees are nominated internally, vetted internally, and recognized externally. To kind of clarify a bit on that more, for peer-reviewed awards, when we say that the nominees are vetted externally, that means that these individuals are reviewed by our selection committee. During the judging period, which is posted again on our awards website, so you can see when the judges will be judging the peer-reviewed selections. And so from here, the awardees are, the nominees are reviewed by the selection committee, and then the individuals are presented at either the HBCU Engineering Dean's Recognition Breakfast or the BEA Awards ceremony. With the outstanding reviewed by the selection committee, which means they are vetted internally by your organization. These nominees are presented at the Technology Recognition Luncheon. Here, we'll move on to the categories list. These are the subcategories for the peer-reviewed award categories and the outstanding achievement award categories. As you can have much more categories to nominate for. We have the career achievement, which is indicated as 22 or more years of experience, community service, educational leadership, college level promotion of education, educational leadership, corporate promotion of education, educational leadership, K through 12 promotion of education, entrepreneurial leadership, GEM, outstanding young alumnus, or GEM, outstanding student leadership, engineer, outstanding technical contribution, professional achievement, which is marked at 21 years or fewer of experience, research leadership, senior investigator, Senior Technology Fellow, and Student Leadership. The Outstanding Achievement Award categories are Modern Day Technology Leader and Science Spectrum Trailblazer. What about Black Engineering?
All right, so I had just paused it for a quick second, just to go over a little bit of something. These categories and stuff like that. Like you might hear what he's saying, you might even see some of these categories and be like, wow, it don't apply to me, but it does. Just like with, I haven't been in business that long. They got plenty of years over me. But what puts me in the running is certain things that I do as far as with my company and for my company. Like next month will be an annual event. I've been promoting for it, not as much as I did last year because it is what it is, right? I do giveaways. Last year did two people. This year I want to do three, which I still will. Um, you just got to participate. I'm not gonna just be all right here. I'm forcing to give my shit away because that's not good business. But it's an extension of my business how we do give back, and amongst other things, it's just one way that we get recognized by the community and or by the public, and it's word of mouth. It spreads pretty fast when you're doing good things for people. People want to be a part of it. They want to be involved.
Please note that incomplete nomination packages will not be accepted. Once submitted, nomination packages will be reviewed for accuracy. If package requirements are missing, the nominator must provide the missing documents by the posted deadline. So, what documentation is required for nomination packages? Here, you can see the full listing of what is required, and these requirements are specifically for peer-reviewed packages. So each peer-reviewed package is required to have a cover page, a table of contents, a nomination form, a current biography or resume, a full job description or CV, an organizational chart. If it applies, papers and articles by and about the nominee, letters of recommendation, again, other significant supporting materials if it applies, and a recent photograph. As you can see on this slide, there are three pieces of documents that are requirements. So if you are looking to only submit a package for the Outstanding Achievement Award, you only need to submit a cover letter / reason for nomination, a nomination form, and a recent photograph, and a current biography or resume. My apologies. Getting more into the specifics of the documentation, for the cover page, this document should contain
the conference naming year,
for the
name, title,
2026 Bay STEM Awards. You would have the name and title of the nominee. You would then have the nominee's organization's name, and then the award category that this individual is being submitted for. The next document would be a table of contents. This will list all the items required and the page numbers where each item begins. It just allows for easier navigation.
And then again, this is a money-making opportunity, especially where community comes in. You can nominate yourself or nominate a friend, and y'all can split the proceeds. So it's opportunities are always there. It's just how you capitalize on them. And it's a wonderful way for you to go into business with someone else or for yourself, or just to be a good Samaritan and recognize somebody who's been putting in a working effort and who could use this to, level up and do more of what they're doing at a higher rate. With this, I know I could nominate a few people. I'm new to this. I'm getting some information right now. This is me this is me learning. This is a learning process and project for me. And it's a wonderful opportunity. You know, I didn't know anything about it, but it's money on the table. And they're explaining it all. What it's about. I heard about this before. It's another one I was trying to think of. They always Who's Who, I think it's called. And they do magazines. They be wanting to put you in a magazine and stuff like that about what you've been doing with your business, and basically they want to have like an interview with you. And it's Who's Who, I believe. I really believe so. That's the name. But it's like the third time they hit me up in my emails talking about you've been nominated for the Who's Who. We want to interview you, whatever, whatever. And the thing too, like these people, you see a lot of people on the internet, whatever they do interviews. These interviews not free. Just like they have a price, I have a price, and it is what it is. You know, you want to be paid for your time and compensated the right way. So, Who's Who? I think they charge like 400 for an interview. I'm not sure if they're a real company or nothing like that. Like I looked them up or whatever, but it was seeming too finicky to me. And the way that they found me was like they hacked into a database. I don't know if they all work together, whatever, but it's something to think about, you know. Also, just a heads up, a warning for, you know, it's hot, it's summertime. You see people out here selling waters, and I don't know exactly where all this is happening at, but for a fact in Georgia, I-20, y'all familiar with that route? You see those kids out there selling water, be cautious. They hitting licks on the cash app. You pay for a $2 water bottle, they give you a QR code, and beware of this QR code too. They hitting people up for like $800, $1,000, whatever they can get off you. So this is just a warning to protect your finances. It's getting hot. Of course, you may want water, but make sure you have at least a little bit of cash on you. Don't be giving the people your phone to type in information and nothing like that. And just to be mindful, you know, not everybody that comes that looks like good intentions have the best intentions. And these were some teens or kids or whatever, I don't know. But they're on the news this morning, and I seen that they was like, damn, I try to get some water and help a motherfucker out. And they even ran through my cash out. They was on the news, Atlanta News. Go look it up if you don't believe me. But just a heads up, you know, everybody out here trying to do it what seems to be a good and nice thing ain't always what it seems. So trust your intuition, trust your gut. If it don't feel right, it's not. If you get stopped by some of these people, roll your windows up and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a victim. These scammers are getting real, real crafty with the way they do things. And these institutions and banks don't really have your best interests. You know, they making money off your services. You using their platform. So they're not really protecting your money like that. Another reason why Cash App is being, hey man. I'm gonna bring him back in here because he leaving tomorrow. But yeah, they being sued at the moment. I got money coming from them too. So that's why I be on to these type of things. You know, who could use an extra 2,500? And plus, let me show you. I want to really lose this webinar because it's a new money making activity, and I really want to be able to be nominated and then nominate others who are doing their thing. You know, just a token of my appreciation. Like, yeah, I see you doing well. I hope this grant will help you out. Type stuff, you know. And with the other link on my post, my page, my post page or whatever, the way that you can capitalize off that is by using this website. They're free apps. I mean, free applications to fill out for the grants. And the thing about that, you can use this affiliate program. You can use the link to send to somebody else, and if they so happen to win this 10K grant Friday, then you get 5K. And that's how they doing it. That's what they said they're doing. You know, as far as bringing people to their company, because it's all about winning, winning. You know, they getting something from it, we getting something from it. So why not? Even if you don't win and somebody you reckon you put onto the platform wins, then you win too. So it's like, why not, right? You don't know if your people gonna win or not. You don't even know if you gonna win, but you're not having a choice if you don't fill out the app, if you don't participate. AB Academy, shout out to you again, broski. Everybody have a lucky day, but not everybody shows up to it. This right here, this opportunity might just be a lucky day. It might be a big break. You got 2 days to fill it out. Well, actually 2 days to participate, but today is the deadline for the 10K grant. They'll be doing the live callings on Friday on YouTube. They'll send you an email, and then they'll let you know come join it. We on live right now. We calling names, and I just showed y'all on my previous live. One was that when Tuesday when they was calling out names. It's this week been going by fast. The month going by fast. I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on. Cause some of this stuff deadlines, like you gotta fill it out and wait another day. Like everybody advertising. That's the thing about affiliate marketing and digital marketing. Everybody's online advertising some form of fashion, some way. And everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but majority of those people have multiple things that they're advertising for. So you just gotta remember, like whatever you advertising for, what's the deadlines, and what is it about? Of course, it's all about money, but money be made different kind of ways. Especially with affiliate marketing, you might be affiliate to a clothing brand or some type of food or some type of digital products. It could be anything and everything, but it just goes to show like you got to be mindful of all the things that you participating in and the deadlines that these things are going to be taking place. So I'm really trying to rush through this month because July 1st, I'm waiting. First things first, I'm waiting on some settlements. That's really what I really care about the most. But secondly, this new product launch, which I've been kind of promoting for it or whatever. The links on my bio. You'll see some of the videos. Talk Fusion. This is not my company, but who I affiliated with, and an opportunity to make money with them. On top of these new products, I got the Toybot, which I've been seeing me talk about a lot lately, and I'm just basically funneling it down. Learning how to market, how to advertise, and stuff like that. So that's why I participate with these calls. Not all the calls is mentorship as far as me learning how to do what I'm doing. Some of these calls are opportunities for to grow. Like this one here, they invited me, which was like probably a week ago. But I just really started paying attention this week, like Monday and the past 2 days, because they're sending a lot of more emails out. Then not only that, it's two of them today. Well, actually three, like I just showed y'all. One at 3 o'clock, this one right now, and then my community, they having something going on at the same time, which started at 12, and that'll be going on for 3 days. So it's like you want to participate in everything you can. You want to learn as much as you can, but you want to make sure that you're in position to actually retain this information. You don't want to just throw a bunch of information in your mind, and then at the end of the day, you don't remember half the shit you just spent time trying to learn. So that's another thing. Let me show you how these awards will be recognized, and then I'm gonna get up off of this because I got some other things in mind I want to do.
We'll ask for things such as we'll ask for them to confirm their name, title, and company for the award inscription. We'll ask for them to confirm their conference and show attendance and to confirm +1. We'll ask for them to confirm their U.S. Black Engineer in Information Technology magazine profile. Any inaccuracies or anything that needs to be updated, they'll have the opportunity to present that then. And then we will.
And then, like I told y'all, like this some new shit to me, so I'm learning, and this is a thing for people of color. I don't really be on no Black Power type shit and nothing like that, but I know as far as me being this color here in America, we have a rough chance trying to get these grants and loans. They got it going out all the time, but that don't mean they're gonna pick your ass. So you gotta go through different avenues and different shits like this, You gotta put yourself in position. Even when you're in position, that don't mean that you're gonna be picked. You might get looked over. So you want to be able to give yourself more chances than just one, and be putting yourself, setting yourself up for failure because you have high expectations for something that just may or may not work out. Like whether I get caught or not, I'm not tripping about it, but I am putting myself in multiple positions, so I don't be heartbroken or be like, oh, I really was counting on that. because nothing's for sure. But the sun come up and going down. I know for sure that's going to happen until the world stops and then it's over with. But everything else is you really just taking a chance and luck. As far as with this type of stuff, even with your own company, you could have an idea, you can start working out really good, you'll have a good run, and then it'll slow down. It's just life, ain't nothing for sure. And then nothing lasts forever, so you want to enjoy it while you can and make the most out of it and let it work for you. Just like if you have a job paying 1,000 a day or something like that, it's a nice situation to have. What you want to do is start putting some money to the side. So, Lord forbid, that situation when the time comes, whether it comes quicker than you're ready for or it comes right on time, you will have something from that. You'll be able to capitalize to a new situation and continuously maintain. But it's about having a certain type of mindset so that you won't have to be a slave to this money and you'll be able to switch and reverse the roles. Like as you see what I've been showing y'all, I have a few different things working for me. And I mean they doing what they gotta do. I don't have to do too much to it. But check on it from time to time and check on the news to make sure nothing globally happening that's affecting my part. And you probably wondering like, oh, what you talk about like with my cryptos, right? America, they got on some goofy shit. They doing the most, and now all of a sudden the other countries they jumped about the situation. Cryptos dropped like a motherfucker. It ain't no long term situation, but at that moment it was a bad call, and I lost a few dollars off of that. And that's what I mean by global situations affecting what I got going on that's working for me on its own. We back to where we was, but I took a hit from something that I didn't have no control over. So it's stuff like that, like some shit you just ain't gonna have no control over. It's what the world is doing and how they affecting what you have. Just like with the crops and the food, I don't play with the sun. I don't put shit in the air. But at the same time, like my crops they took a hit from the sun being hot as fuck, like a UV light burning and shit's real bad. I'm not gonna get into that. It is what it is, though. When you starting some shit, you're gonna have to watch and maintain it, and you figure out what's working with it and what's working against it, and you move accordingly. And some shit just is what it is. You ain't be able to save the world. You ain't gonna be able to do it all. Some shit you just gonna have to experience, and that's just what it is. Whether it be a loss or a win or whatever the case may be. The thing about it is not to be looking at it as like you're a victim, because then you're gonna have more situations to be a victim of. And that's just how the universe rewards your energy and your thought process. It make that shit a reality for you. It give you more experiences of that. And I'm gonna drop this right here right now so that y'all could really get an idea of what I'm talking about. Because everything I say is all about mental health, and then it goes into the way that you experience and express reality. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, but it's a powerful thing to use. Um, Let me just go back to my old things real quick, and I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and I'm gonna be done because I got some research to do on my own. And it's pretty dope. I'll be up watching shit like this, or I'll go look for it. But since I've been looking for it, the universe been giving it to me. I don't have to look so much; it's just popping up on my shit.
But the exhaustion doesn't come from
Oh,
the
yeah, and
water.
if you ain't know, I do curse. I mean, I'm gonna try to be mindful, but hey, you gonna hear some cursing on my shit. So, yeah.
It comes from what you're carrying. Surrender in this context is not weakness, it's intelligence. To surrender the identity that no longer serves you is not to become empty, but to become available. Only then can the universe meet you where you actually are, not where you pretend to be. It doesn't require you to achieve anything first. It doesn't require perfection or proof. It only asks for honesty. For the moment you say, I no longer need to be this in order to be enough. The challenge is that so much of what you call yourself is actually borrowed. Beliefs about what success should look like, how healing should unfold, when love should arrive. None of these were truly chosen. They were absorbed. And now, they define the boundaries of your world. But the universe has no boundaries. It waits patiently for you to drop the ones you've drawn around yourself, so it can finally show you what exists beyond them. When the false self is released, even momentarily, something quiet and powerful surfaces, presence without performance. You begin to float, not because the river changed, but because you finally let go of what was keeping you submerged. In that stillness, the universe responds, not because you forced it to, but because you finally stopped resisting it. And from that place of surrender, the next revelation begins, not as something to chase, but as something that was always trying to reach you. Once identity begins to loosen its grip, what follows is not a sudden rush of movement, but a call to stillness. Not the stillness of apathy or laziness, but the kind that is rich with awareness. When you stop scrambling to fix yourself, to prove something, to chase some distant version of success, you begin to hear what was always there. The universe speaks in frequencies, not volume. It does not compete with the noise you create. It waits until you're quiet enough to listen. Stillness is not the absence of action. It is the presence of receptivity. It is the art of being open without grasping. In a world that glorifies constant striving, stillness seems counterintuitive. But it's within this quiet space that clarity emerges. Answers rise like mist from a calm lake, not forced, but revealed. You begin to realize that many of the signs you were waiting for had already arrived. Only you were too loud, too busy, too restless to receive them. People often mistake spiritual progress for constant momentum, but wisdom unfolds in pauses. Growth happens in spaces. The seed does not push the soil to make way. It waits for the right combination of water, light, and time. In stillness, you begin to feel the same truth operating in your life. You don't need to invent progress. You only need to stop blocking it. And what blocks it most is not a lack of effort, but a lack of presence. In stillness, the patterns become visible. You start to see how the same type of challenge keeps repeating, how the same internal stories keep shaping external events. What felt random begins to feel orchestrated. What seemed like delays now appear as careful timing. You recognize that nothing was missing, only unseen. The universe wasn't silent. It was subtle. Like a musician who plays between the notes, its voice exists in the spaces you once rushed past. This is the sacred paradox. When you stop trying to force clarity, clarity comes. When you stop chasing timing, timing aligns. You begin to understand that the lesson wasn't to control, but to cooperate. Not to manipulate life's rhythm, but to listen and move in harmony with it. The universe does not need to be pushed. It needs to be allowed. And stillness is that allowing, an invisible act of deep trust that says, I am listening now. I am ready to receive. After stillness has done its work, and the noise of false urgency fades, a deeper pattern comes into view, timing itself. Not the mechanical ticking of a clock, but the divine cadence by which the universe moves. Life is not random, and revelation is not accidental. What reaches you not simply because you desire it, but because the moment is ripe. The ripeness is everything. The fruit that falls too early bruises on the ground. The fruit that ripens naturally is nourishment. Timing is not incidental. It is the delivery mechanism of destiny.
Hey, wholesalers and flippers, guess.
And I'll leave that with that. So you can see, like, ain't shit no coincidence at all. It's all about being mindful, being alerted, and knowing that moments of quietness and stillness is moments of peace and progress. Just because you seem like you're not doing anything, you're doing a whole lot. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this to wrap it up and pull it all together. Today is June 25th, 2002, 25, 2025. 25th to 25th year of the 2000s. 2000s, right? I just still remember 1999 was a really, really catastrophic year and event because some people mindset again, they believe what everybody else believe and they didn't want to tune with their spirit to know that, the world carries on, it's going to keep carrying on. A lot of people dropped themselves off in 1999 because the year 2K was coming. It was a big old uh, debate about the world would end and this, that. But, it's 25 now, 6 years ago. So that just goes to show you the type of mindset you have. You're either going to follow the crowd and be done for, or you're going to follow what you believe is true in your heart. And you're going to listen to the universe and let it guide you to these experiences. And again, once we made it into the 2000s, 2012 came another one. People was slightly believing the 2K event. They kind of, whatever, right? But then again, they fell back into that same trap for the 2012. The Mayan calendar was saying it would be over. And the same thing happened again, depopulation. It is what it is, right? Even with today's day and times, WW3 and with all this craziness stuff going on. But at the end of the day, you get to choose what you want to experience. You get to choose what you want to focus on, and the universe will give you more of those experiences. And those times I wasn't focused on fear, I was focused on future and growth. And I'm here today. Now I'm past this being my past or whatever. Oh, my bad. This is a little group home, man. But nevertheless, it was a powerful message. And it's all about mindset. That's why I'm big on what I'm big on. All this stuff helps to grow your mindset, to help you achieve the desired reality that you seek. Open your hands and your heart to receive this day as a precious gift from me. I begin each day with the sunrise, announcing my radiant presence. By the time you rise from your bed, I have already prepared the way before you. I eagerly await for your first conscious thought. I rejoice when you glance my way. Bring me the gift of thanksgiving, which opens your heart to rich communion with me. Bring me the gift of thanksgiving, which opens your heart to rich communion with me, because I am God, from whom all blessings flow. Thankfulness is the best way to draw near me. Sing praises to me. Tell me my wondrous works. Remember that I take great delight in you. I rejoice over with you in singing. And I'm gonna take this group off because this shit kind of annoying. I don't like that shit. But my bad. You see what I'm reading and what I showed you all. This is not by chance. It's not by luck. It's not a coincidence. It's no serendipity. So yeah, you see how I'm kind of getting irritated with the messages. And it is what it is, right? That's why I usually keep my shit on silent. Like I don't like to be bugged with shit that I ain't fucking caring about. I'm not saying that it ain't important, but to me it ain't at this moment. It ain't my priority to be caring about that shit or whatever the fuck it is. I'll check it out when I check it out. And if it's more important, you'll call. And if I don't answer your call, you leave a message. If you don't leave a message, then I ain't getting back. And I rotate like that. I'm still old school, My timing is important. Where I spend my energy in is important. I don't like to be bugged and bothered by bullshit that don't relate or rely on with my future. So I don't focus on that shit and I don't allow the distractions to burden me with that shit. Not to say that I'm a ruthless or careless person, but like everything ain't my battle. You gotta pick and choose your battles, I'm not out here trying to be Superman to be fucking worried about everything the world got going on. Cause the world's gonna always have problems. We're in a fallen place. So I'd be a fool to figure that I could change the outcome of the world. I can, but it's gonna always be problems in it. So it's a never ending job and journey. So that just goes to show like you have time to focus on other things because the world is gonna always have problems. And that's just the world that we live in until it's recreated a new place. Just like the sun is giving new energies, new frequencies. it's doing what it needs to do, you know. And as far as what I need to do is what I'm doing my part. And what this said was really that spoke out to me. It was like, I eagerly await for your conscious thought. By the time you rise from your bed, I have already prepared the way before you. Everything I'm doing is the way that God prepared for me, and it's leading back to God, you know. Like I said, I woke up being thankful. I didn't know that this verse was going to say this, and I didn't even know that I was going to share what I shared with y'all, but it's all in season. And it just goes to show, like, when you follow your spirit will never lead you wrong. It'll never have you out here doing shit that don't make sense. But it's all about confidence and trust. You know, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for the right reasons, like I said, and it's going to wrap it up. Be inspired by people, but don't try to compete with them. And you know what I'm saying? Because that way you'll fuck around and have that imposter syndrome. And it's real. I ain't gonna put no names out there, but I seen people having success doing what I do who wasn't interested at first, but now their little highs come down and they're not sure on what to keep doing. But I want to encourage you to keep doing what you want to do, you know, whatever makes you happy, and do it for the right reasons, right? Pursue your happiness, not pursuing what you thought was going to be something that fucked around and, you know, served you a new reality on motives and energy and time. You know, you can spend a lot of time trying to compete with a motherfucker, but at the end of the day, you just burn yourself out. And then you lose your confidence because what God has for somebody is for that somebody. You really just compete with God. We are all gods and goddesses. So unless you're really creating something for the best of the good, you creating a mess to clean up. And it is what it is, you know. The light always outshines the dark, and it just is what it is. Laws of the universe. So pick and choose on what you want to do, but make sure that you're doing it with your heart in it, you know. Have passion and purpose. Out of 144,000 people that God's going to call back are going to be the ones who's living with purpose and have passions for their purpose. So just let that sink in. But peace and blessings, Team Angie.